Hi there, my name is Kimberly Steele, and I am bringing you some Orphic hymns today. The Orphic hymns are ancient poems from Greece that survived to the current day and were translated in actually in the late 1700s by Thomas Taylor, but he retranslated or re-edited or something or republished sometime in the early 1800s. And there are 87 Orphic hymns, but all 87 have lost whatever music they had. And that is why I have written some new tunes for some of them, approximately 17, 18 or so of them. Obviously, I have a lot more work to do on them. Hey, Joshua, nice to see you. Okay, and I am in the process of setting up a new way of getting the audio in, but it's this thing called open broadcasting software. I haven't done it yet. This is just my computer's normal audio, unfortunately. But yeah, that's hopefully going to improve things. I do hope so. And I do have a new voice student interviewing today here at the house, so that'll be kind of interesting. Yeah. So it's just a busy time for me, I guess. Okay, so today I am going to tune up, make sure I'm in tune. Oh, it's still tuned to low D. Gives me pain. Yes, this is the guitar I've had since college. This guy, this is an Enrique Tapicas guitar, which is just some kind of, basically just an off-brand guitar, but I've always really liked this guitar. It's a classical guitar, has nylon strings, so it's the sort of thing you play classical music on usually. But yeah, works. I've always really preferred classical guitars. I just like the way they sound better. So at any rate, so this is Selene. Oh man, so my stomach is making noise. I really hope that my stomach does not try to be a percussion section. I'm well fed, so it's not because I haven't eaten enough. Don't worry about that. I'm fine. Here goddess queen, diffusing silver light, born and wandering through the gloom of night, with stars surrounded and with circuit wide, night's torch extending through the empty ride. Be melted with borrowed rays you shine. Now forlorn, not tending to decline. Mother of ages, fruit producing moon, whose amber heart makes nights reflected noon. Lover of horses, splendid queen of night, all-seeing power, beaded with starlight. Lover of vigilance, full of strife, in peace rejoicing, and a prudent lamp of night, sword and friend, who gives to nature's words their dust and queen of the stars, always dying ahead, decked with a graceful robe and a shining veil. Come, blessed daughters, pure and starry bright, come, Lord and light, with chaste and splendid light, shine on these sacred rites with prosperous rays, and please accept thy splendid mystic grace. Thank you. That was the Orphic Hymn to Salome. This is the Orphic Hymn to Artemis. Hear me, Jove's daughter, celebrated queen, Vulcan and Titan of unknown mean. In the heart's rejoicing, and on all to shine, torch-bearing goddess, Artemis divine. Births presiding, and myself made, to labor pains and parting, with sacred pieces of the holy star, peace on trends, glorying in the earth, swift in her course, dreadful arrow skills, wandering by night, rejoicing in the field. On the sky form of the stillest mind, illustrious nurse of humankind, in all earthly, may the monsters fell, tease thy blessed maid on the holy hills to dwell. For this day, onwards and all see light, in endless youth, flourish and bright. Oh, universal queen, constantly flame, our various forms, adorning powers thine. Dread guardian goddess, whose beneath and mind, auspicious come to mystic right mind. Give earth a storm, beauteous fruits to bear, some gentle peace, health for love and care. Drive to the mountains, all the ecstasy and care. Thank you so much. That was Artemis, the Orphic Hymn to Artemis. I am going to do one more today. Of course, for now, at least, playing this every single day until, I don't know, January, something or other. I am going to be playing the Orphic Hymn to Athena as a prayer for morale, mostly. It's a morale thing. I mean, that's my appeals to Athena. That's what's going on there. All right. Rejoicing caves to bow, oh, war the palace, whose illustrious kind, it be born and there will be fine. My madness of faith, through rocky height, and cross and shady mountains they delight. In arms rejoicing, through ignoring sky, and what the souls of mortals does inspire. Thank you so much. All right. I appreciate you guys watching these. I definitely enjoy playing these for you guys. You know what? I'll do one more. I gotta get going soon, but I can do one more. If you have a request, put it in now, because I don't have any preference. I really don't. Does anyone know? You guys are probably better at astrology than me. Does anybody know what's going on with Mercury right now? Or I feel like, is Mercury problematic right now or something? Because it feels like I I'll have to look at an ephemeris. I did look at one yesterday, and it did look like Mercury was in some sort of like problematic area, like Pluto or something. But I don't know if that's bad. Is it? Yeah. I am such a newbie to astrology, and I just know a few things about my own natal chart, that makes sense enough to me. But as far as like telling, I asked JMG a question about ephemeruses. Okay, I asked him a question about those last week, um, and yeah, and it helped. But I was like, man, I just don't really understand how to do like the daily ephemeris or whatever. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I kind of get it, sort of. I mean, it does make some sense, I guess. Anyway, but if you have requests, put it in right now. Otherwise, I'm just going to play Hermes. Okay, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait just a little bit. I'm gonna try something. Just a second. Now, if the sound goes out, please text me if the sound goes out. Okay. All right. So, let's see. Does it let me change the setting? All right. All right. Okay. All right. Can you hear me? Oh, can you guys hear me? Oh, no, I don't think so. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay, because the sound is now coming through. Oh yeah, I see it. Let's see. Sorry. Gonna do that. Or is it still okay? I don't know which part of it's coming through, but you know what? I'm just gonna play Hermes without that thing. I'm just gonna, because I see it's not, that thing is it, I have a mixer. What it is I'm setting up, in the process of setting up a new mixer and stuff like that. So whatever. Just gonna leave that out. Okay. Hermes, draw near, and to my prayer incline, angel of Jove, and my highest son divine, great effect of contest, ruler of mankind, with heart almighty and a prudent mind, celestial messenger, very skill, whose powerful arts doing watchful artist skill. His iniquities line through the air, cause, O friend of man, falling of his cause, great life, supporter to living choices line, in arts gymnastic and in thought divine, with power in tone, all language to explain, of care the loosener and the source of gain. This hand contains a blameless peace, the rock, Louisiana, blessed, profitable God. Various sweet choosing and books we find, and in necessities to mortals kind, tied up without the tongue, which man be present, Hermes, and I supply it here. Since my works conclude my life, with peace, give graceful speech, and memories increase. Okay. Thank you, Josh. Josh, as everyone sees, Mercury is in detriment in Sag. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense, and that may explain my complete reluctance to do anything public yesterday. Even though I did play the hymns yesterday, I was just like, ugh, because my Mercury definitely is conflicted and problematic. in my natal chart. It just means I've got challenges to overcome with Mercury. It doesn't mean that like, oh no, I have it, insurmountable problems. No, they're surmountable. They are say that 10 times fast. They are problems that are surmountable, but I definitely have like conflicted Mercury dealings in my natal chart. So no wonder I was like such a lump of lethargy yesterday. Just have to like get over it. All right. But we cleaned out the fridge yesterday. My husband did. No, I take no credit. He did it. It was disgusting in there. And he just went through it and it's wonderful now. It is so clean. I know this is not exciting to you guys. Like what? But seriously, it was so great. I was excited. And then on Saturday, I cleaned out the studio. I did a hoodoo vacuum because unfortunately we have carpeting in there. So I vacuumed twice. I threw out 2 different vacuum bags. It was dusty, and I vacuumed the crud out of that thing. So that was exciting. And then what was I going to say that? Oh, thanks Avalon for asking about Kiki. She is well. She's sleeping. She's 15 years old, so she's definitely sleeping a lot these days. But I have to go outside and feed my ferals. And I'm going to upload maybe something on my Instagram. I have an Instagram. It's called The Life of Kimberly Steele. I'm going to upload some pictures of my ferals on there, or a video of my ferals if you want to see that today, because they're so cute. Like they wait for me on the porch. They're probably waiting for me on the porch right now, on the porch that my husband built. And so they're waiting for me to bring out their food. Yeah, they're probably pretty excited, and they're like, "Where's Food Lady?" That's me, Food Lady. So Food Lady's got to get out there. Wish me luck on my interview lesson today. I'll need it. Pray for me for sure. I'm needing all the business I can get. Right now, I'm in a very scary place business-wise, but I mean, just trying to hang on by a thread, essentially. But happily doing so, and I'm so grateful for you guys. Have a really, really good day, and I'll see you tomorrow around 1.